Hi, my name is Anea and I am an employee of the Institute for Youth and Sport Trbovlje. Our institute aims to create collaboration with other organizations in order to create more possibilities for young people. At the invitation of the STEP Institute, the Institute for Youth and Sport Trbovlje joined the project called Spatial Justice. The aim of the Erasmus Plus project is to attract, empower and enable young people to lead sustainable actions to transform spaces from underprivileged areas into vibrant local neighborhoods. As a part of this project, we have held multiple events where we included young people in the discussions. There is a saying in Slovenian that the world stands on the youth. So, because of that, we believe that it is important for them to be part of the decision-making process. There are several different ways on how to include and empower young people to become active members of the community. Let's take a spatial justice project as an example. You can start first by raising awareness, especially among young people, about the importance of sustainable development and the potential of transforming the local neighborhoods. Conduct workshops, seminars, and educational campaigns to educate them about sustainable practices, environmental conservation, and community development. Then, it is important to engage youth. Encourage young people to actively participate in the transformation process. Create youth-led organizations or initiatives to provide a platform for them to express their ideas and contribute to decision-making. Foster a sense of ownership and responsibility by involving them in planning and implementation. You should also identify local needs and aspirations. Conduct community assessment to identify the specific needs, aspirations, and challenges of the underprivileged areas. Engage with residents, community leaders, and young people themselves to gather other insights for understanding their perspective. This will help tailor the transformation efforts to the unique context of the neighborhood. Then you can develop sustainable action plans. Collaborate with young people to develop action plans that address the identified needs and aspirations. Encourage them to think creatively and propose sustainable solutions. Ensure that the action plans encompass various aspects, such as environmental sustainability, social cohesion, economic development, and cultural preservation. Provide resources and support. Secure funding or seek partnerships with organizations, local businesses, and government agencies to provide the necessary resources and support for the implementation of the action plans. This may include financial resources, materials, mentorship, training, and technical assistance. Build skills and capacity. Offer capacity building programs and workshops to enhance the skills of young people involved in the transformational process. These may include training on leadership, project management, community organizing, sustainable practices, and communicational skills. Building the capacity will empower them to take on leadership roles and effectively drive the transformational efforts. Facilitate collaboration and networking. Create opportunities for young people from different neighborhoods or communities to collaborate and share experiences. Encourage networking and knowledge exchange through events, conferences, and online platforms. This will enable them to learn from one another, leverage collective expertise, and foster a sense of solidarity and shared purpose. Also, don't forget to promote mentorship. Establish mentorship programs that connect young people with experienced professionals or community leaders who can provide guidance, support, and expertise. Mentors can help young leaders navigate challenges, build networks, and refine their ideas for sustainable transformation. And absolutely celebrate achievements. Recognize and celebrate the achievements of young people and the contributions to the neighborhood transformation. Organize events, awards, or exhibitions to showcase their project and inspire others. This will reinforce their sense of accomplishment, motivate further engagement, and attract attention and support from the wider community. And the last one is advocate for policy changes. Encourage young people to advocate for policy changes that support sustainable development and the empowerment of underprivileged areas. Help them understand the policy-making process and engage with local authorities and policymakers to influence decision-making in favor of sustainable neighborhood transformations. Empowering young people requires an ongoing commitment and support. Continuously engage with them, provide opportunities for growth, and ensure that their voices are heard throughout the transformation process. By empowering young people or young leaders, you can create lasting positive changes in underprivileged areas and build vibrant, sustainable neighborhoods. Now, let me introduce you specifically to what has been done in Trbovlje. As the foundation, we chose the Zasavje Green for Future project, or Projekt Zelena prihodnost Zasavja. The results from this project were taken and shared with the youngsters that were part of the Spatial Justice project. Zasavje Green Future project was designed with the idea of involving the younger generation of Zasavje residents, the goal of which was to encourage young people to come up with innovative ideas, solutions, and improvements to the local environment. Within the framework of the project, we have set ourselves the following goals. First, to empower young people to influence changes in the local environment with appropriate methods. Second, to help young people upgrade solutions related to spatial changes. Third, to share good practices with organizations that are active in this field. The first workshop was done in the business accelerator Catapult. The major part of the workshop then took place in the form of a moderated discussion, where we wanted to get an insight into how young people see the future of Zasavje. Group work took place in 2 rounds. The young people were divided in 4 different groups, and the decision makers participated together in one. All groups were encouraged to write their opinions and ideas on a poster. In the first round, young people discussed issues related to strategic goals, especially to the transport connectivity of Zasavje, sustainable development, stay in Zasavje region. In addition to participating in the initial groups, the young people also had some time to circulate among other groups in the second round. In the second round, we gave posters to the groups of young people, which included the strategic goals of regional plan for the just transition of Zasavje, območni plan za pravični prehod. We asked them to give their opinion on the defined goals, to consider if something should be changed or if something is missing. In the first round, the decision makers considered how the already set strategic goals involve young people in the second round. In the second round, we encouraged them to think about ways to further encourage young people to get involved in policy making and how to reach as diverse group of young people as possible. After working in groups, a joint discussion followed, where each group presented its findings. Institute for Youth and Sport Trbovlje organized multiple events with young people, where we gave them space to discuss about the possible changes for the local neighborhoods. Young Zasauje residents then presented their ideas. The first idea was more frequent use of the roof of the Institute for Youth and Sport due to its exceptional location. They suggested we also should install more bins and turn the area into small gardens for the people in the surrounding blocks who don't have the option to have their own garden. Additional to that, there is still place to have concerts or other events that could promote projects and programs in Zasauje. The second idea was the transformation of the unused meadow around the lakes in the location between Hrastnik and Trbovlje. They would transform it into a dog park or a dog training ground. The third one was the renovation of the well-known Trbovlje chimney, which is starting to become dangerous and it's falling apart due to terminal changes. The fourth idea is to use the fourth floor of the garage building of Spar store and turn it into a go-kart track or a karting track. Additionally, there a cafe would be added. And the fifth one is when the food market is not in operation, it would make sense to rearrange the space in such a way that the problematic youth stops gathering there. Then they would also close the lower part of a one-way street that goes from the library to the roundabout in Trbovlje, the same way that Ljubljana city center is closed for traffic. After closing up this part of the street, they would make it more colorful and decorate it with different lights and benches. This street could also be used for various fairs, especially in Christmas time. That would be taking care of festive mood of the citizens of the municipality in Trbovlje. They also pointed out that by closing this part of the street, it would become safer for young people, as they would like to use it for sports, for example, skating and rollerblading. The abandoned IPAS factory could also be used for paintball or any of these type of activities. Young people are scared to walk around that area and they want to revive the place to make it warmer and friendlier for all the visitors and surrounding residents. And the last thing they pointed out was they would like to connect with Rudnik Trbovlje Hrastnik and co-create an escape room of the theme of mining inside the mine itself. Young people are really full of ideas and ambitions. It is only necessary to encourage them, to help them, and to give them opportunities, online, on a platform, or in person, so they can contribute to the progress of the region with their voice. Young people could be involved in the policy making through an online initiative, organizing workshops, preparing a development program, and expanding the composition of Development Council with young people. In the Development Council, they would be given 2 votes as a veto option. We would reach the most diverse groups of young people through networking and working with teachers, mentors, through student societies and public institutions, as well as non-government organizations in the field of youth.